Hey everybody, my name is Marisa and I'm an introvert.
I'm Dubs. I'm a different kind of introvert, and here we go.
Yeah, we're doing it. So welcome to the podcast. If you were with us last week, we talked about how to create groups and what it means to create a group and how to find your people and what that means, blah, blah, blah. And I gave Dubs a little bit of homework.
You did.
Did you do it?
Did I do my homework? Yes, I did. Last night before we got here this morning. But what I kept running into is a couple of obstacles.
So honestly, what was the homework though? Just to remind everybody.
Yeah, the homework was to go and write. I had my people, I have this idea of I care about people who are thoughtful about their faith and maybe have some questions. And so that's kind of like my people that I feel the most protective over. So as I was thinking about it, and I thought about it every day since we've done the last podcast, I have thought about this because I do care about it. And I've gone back and forth, these the people I want to go with? Is it somebody else? But the assignment was, just start with 10 words that describe those people. And so I did 10 words, 10 phrases. Here are a few, just to show you what I got. One, it's got to be people who care about the truth. Two, they have to be curious and open-minded. I'm not going to vibe with people who are just there to state their agenda and to prove their view of the world. Curious and open-minded. And a big part of it would be people who experience some sort of internal conflict. There's a nuance about their faith. I believe this thing, but there seems to be this problem with it. There seems to be some sort of conflict that they're trying to resolve. So those are the three main characteristics. And I'm thinking about these people and I'm man, this will be a great group. And I'm envisioning it, right? I'm thinking about what it's going to be like the people from my life who I'm going to get to have these conversations with and who's going to come in and drop some wisdom. It's a real vision in my head of what it's going to be. And then I sit down and I get on Facebook or I get on the computer and I'm okay, well, maybe in a minute. Let me do this thing real quick and maybe do, this and, well, I'll do it tomorrow, first thing in the morning. I'll get started on it.
What are you scared of?
Okay, here are the objections that I have thought about over and over again. One, it's I feel kind of weird. I feel the ick of starting the group in this context, even though I don't care about getting business from it. That's not at all a motivation for me. Maybe other people, when they go to start their groups about, knitting, crocheting, or, the blah, blah, blah for their town. It's maybe they'll also care about this doesn't seem to be business related. How am I going to get people to connect to my business? So for me, I'm I don't even know if I want business from this. And other people might be well, how do I connect business from it?
It's so subtle.
What do you have? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hear that all the time though.
Yeah.
So, because I get this question all the time. They're Marisa, so I have the group, but what am I doing as far as incorporating my business into the group? And people usually do it one of two ways. The really, really right way, or the really, really wrong way.
Right,
so do you want me to tell you what the wrong way is?
Yeah, let's start with the wrong way.
Oh my gosh, and this gives me the ick so bad. Yeah. So when I go to a group and something that I'm genuinely interested in.
Sure.
And then on the cover photo, it has their business card. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Don't do that. I already don't believe anything you're telling me.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing.
Right.
Or, they'll make a post in the group and they'll say something make sure to use me for your real estate needs. And you're why did you do that?
Yeah.
I really liked you and now I don't trust you anymore because that's a talking at me. It's an ad. And I feel like we're being sold to everywhere in life. And so to see it in a group, you're like, ew, like, no, don't do that.
So don't make the call to action. Hey, I'm a realtor.
Don't do that.
Right, sure.
So to me, like, I love to share my life within my groups. Like, I do like that. And it's something that I've been accustomed to doing because being in the military, I've always lived away from my parents, my relatives. And so for them to see what's going on in my life, I have to, post what's going on in my life on social media. And so I'm already accustomed to doing that. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. And so even today, I won't use today as an example because it has nothing to do with like my family. But yesterday in the Real Estate for Introverts group, I have no idea what I posted actually, but I did include a picture of my dog Bravo waiting for his arch nemesis in the tree right outside because there's this owl that he hates. And he will like sit here all day waiting for the owl to like appear. And so I just talked about it. So for me, I'm always putting information about my life within my posts, even if it's something very, very small. So it's not weird to people then if I make a post within my group and I casually mention that my daughter's joining me on showings.
Sure.
Or that's like, hey, squeezing this post in real quick between listing appointments. And so it's not like, hey, use me as your realtor. And it's not, it's a relationship. So I want to share my life with them. And that includes what I do. So it feels more sharing than it does like walking around like a walking advertisement within the group.
A sharing, not a pitch.
I am only sharing because the thing is that I don't want people to reach out to me unless they like me, like unless they truly want to use me as their real estate agent.
Right.
And so if I'm telling people like, use me as your realtor, like that just doesn't feel right to me. Like I want people to approach me. I don't want it to feel like it's coming from the other direction, from my direction. So it just works. Okay. So that's what I say. Like, I err on the side of caution.
Okay, but how will they know? How will they know to reach out? I know you said like, between listings or that, but how does that actually connect with them? Like, how is that why shouldn't I just be like, hey, obviously not in my group, but let's say I did a softball group or something. That's a little bit more, less of a sacred area. So it's like, hey, y'all, you want to hire me for your coaching, blah, blah, blah. Like, why shouldn't I just put that out there? Like, that way they can know, they can connect directly.
Because I feel like then it goes back to this like very one-sided sales pitch. And so think about it. If I walk into a crowded room, and this will never happen because I'm entirely too introverted, but if I were extroverted and I walked into a crowded room and went up to talk to somebody and did not mention, like they ask me eventually within our conversation, so what is it that you do? And I say, I'm a realtor. Like automatically, people just really like to talk about real estate. Like they do. They're like, so how's the market?
Weirdos.
Like, but it's true. And especially if they're in the market or they're thinking about buying, they have lots of questions. And so like, I look at these social media groups as very crowded rooms. Where I'm not like, I'm a realtor, but I'm telling people that I do real estate. And then people just kind of want to go up to you and ask questions if they're thinking about something with real estate. And so I just put that out there so that they know that they can come to me. And I'm going to be zero pressure because I'm that way right from the start.
Sure.
And so there's that trust there because they know that I'm not just going to go and like try and sell them something. I am only there to provide value. So that's, I think, the difference.
Okay, but that's you. Like you're so good at telling stories, sharing your life. You've done it forever. Like I'm still very awkward. Well, in person, but even more so online.
No, you're not.
That's very kind of her. She has to say that we're in business together.
She's fine.
No, like I have learned, how to kind of create, interactions with people in person. I'm learning to do it online, but I still doubt that like people are gonna just, DM me out of the blue and be like come up to me, be the honeypot or whatever. Like,
I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. It won't. So can I talk about Sunny?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is cool though. This is something that just happened. So
okay,
that's
I'm
a
getting
good
into
example.
Position.
Okay.
So
I already know what she says.
Sunny is one of my agents. She came onto our team. I think it was last January. So January 2023. She came onto the team having only done 10 deals the year prior. And you'll have to understand, like that says a lot because 2022 was a very hot season. Like you could throw a rock and you're going to hit a buyer or seller. And so it was very easy for people to pick up clients. And then she came onto the team last year. And of course, I only do social media for business, right? So I bring her into my groups and then I just kind of release her into the wild. And she's always been a natural when it comes to social media. She's really, really good at connecting with people. She never sells. Have you ever seen Sunny sell?
No, I don't even think she sells in person.
She does not.
No.
She's very, very passive, but she provides so much value in client care. Like her heart is the size of like Pikes Peak. Yeah. And for those people who don't know what Pikes Peak is, it's a mountain outside my window here, 14,000 feet tall plus. And, but that's just who she is. And it shines when she interacts with people. You can tell that if you're going to work with her, she will protect you and guard you. And that's a really, really good feeling, especially when you're making a huge purchase like buying a house or selling your house. So then last year she came on the team and God, I don't know how many deals she did.
Probably in the 20s.
Okay.
Like I think we got her up to the 20s.
So more than doubled.
No, we didn't get her. She did work.
She did the work.
Yeah.
But using social media, she more than doubled her production in a down year. So last year was a down year in real estate. The Colorado Springs market alone, we lost like 2,000 agents who just couldn't make it in the market. And she more than doubled her production. As we're sitting here right now, we just celebrated it this morning.
Yep.
Sunny has 10 buyers and sellers under contract. She will have 7 closings by the end of March.
Yep.
And she is well on her way. I think her goal this year is 35. I think she's gonna 35, she's gonna knock it out of the park.
She's gonna crush it. She's already.
She actually sent me. This is kind of what we're looking for. Can I show you an example? Because she sent me a text with a screenshot from somebody who reached out to her from the group.
Oh, okay. So somebody who reached out from the group. Yeah. Okay,
so just a second.
A real life play-by-play.
Okay. Hold on just 1 second, because this is going to prove my point here. Hey, Sunny, sorry for the late text. I hope you're doing well. I've seen your work lately and you've been doing great, killing it. I've been noticing your work over the days and love how you go above and beyond for your clients, and that's something that we're looking for. So that's one person. Then somebody sent, so my husband is our team lender, and somebody sent him a message about Sunny. Hi, Mike. I was planning on writing your wife, Marisa, this week based on what I have seen in your group, but my wife tagged me in a post for the Mayberry houses and I saw your reply. Sunny Strawbridge and your wife were the top 2 agents I wanted to work with before I realized they work together. And after reading your bio, I know you all are the team for us. They're talking about Sunny. He sent this to me and I screenshot this and sent it to her. And she's like, I don't know those people. Of course she doesn't know those people, but they were watching what she was doing within the groups. And she's not a salesperson. And that's what I love so much, is that you can genuinely be your authentic self within social media groups. And this fires me up so much because I see, the people who like the Grant Cardones, who, by the way, I love him as I listen to him every single morning just to put in my brain, work hard, do the work, because that's kind of what he chants over and over and over again.
He's a high boy.
He is.
He's a high boy.
But I would never do business the way that he does business. It's not my personality.
That's fair. Good. Yeah.
And that's fine. And you don't have to be a Grant Cardone either. We don't have to be anyone except ourselves, because if Sunny Strawbridge, who is just the most down-to-earth, authentic, genuine person that I've ever met, like, can sell real estate in social media groups, you can sell real estate in social media groups too.
Yeah. I'll just say, like, and disclaimer, Sunny is a dear friend, like has become a dear friend over the past year, because I see her character day in and day out. Like, when I call somebody my friend, like, I genuinely mean it. And so she has, like, one of the highest character individuals that I know. Just impressive. And so, you know, shout out to Sunny. But what made me so happy is not just her business success, which is flourishing, which is why this is so good. But when she shared that message of, you know, them being reached, of her being reached out to, when she shared what you had shared with her about the person reaching out to her through Mike, like, I could just see her, like, light up. Like, yes, she had been putting in this work for, like, over a year. She worked so hard, and to see that validation of, like, hey, we see who you are as a person, and that's who we want to work with. That's the power. Oh, that lights me up. I know. Because there's nobody more deserving than her to get this business. She's going to work hard for them. She's going to deliver the value. Right. But for her to see that through somebody else's eyes and to get that validation, for me as her friend, I'm like, yes, that's what I want to see. And that's what, like, one of the things that makes me so passionate about doing this with you is because of the Sunny Strawbridges out there, of the people who have high character, who just want to serve and help other people. And this is going to empower them. Like, you have distilled a way to get those people connected with others. And so doing that business. So
I do want to add that of the 10 people that she has under contract right now, 9 of them are from social media. 9 people that did not know her before, who now know her and want to use her as their real estate agent for this, you know, this area. I mean, that's just unbelievable. And that's what we're looking to do. This is the goal. Like, sorry, we like totally took away from what you were doing here, but I just want to, like, reiterate. This is the goal. The goal is long-term business. Because what happens with, like, the Zillow leads and the paid leads? Those people come into your life for about 5 seconds. You know, you don't have to build any kind of rapport with them on the forefront. You know, you help them, you deliver the house. So even if you do a great job, right? Even if you do a great job, it's a very flash in the pan kind of relationship. These people that are reaching out to Sunny have probably been watching her for a year, and they finally reach out to her and ask her to help them with their, you know, what they want done. And this is like a long-term plan for a real estate business. And it doesn't happen overnight. You have to have patience with it, but the patience does pay off. And the result is that you'll have people reaching out to you or the lender who they reached out to Mike. And they will say, this is who I want to use. Like, can you help us? And it's based off of what you have to offer. They're your people. And so just trust us. Like, I swear to God, we're doing something right. We have this great methodology. Just find your platform and then find your people. That's all that it takes. And then put in the mundane work. I just said this morning in a social media post in Real Estate for Introverts that success is so mundane. It really is. It's incredibly mundane, because what it really is, people see the success, the end result that you celebrate. Like, today we posted about Sunny's 10 under contracts and we're like, woohoo. But that is just a spark of excitement, you know, with what she's done. The mundane work to get there is what brought her there. I see success as consistency put into your business day in and day out, no matter what it takes. So do the work, it will pay off, and you can do it from your couch. That's just the best thing.
That is the best. And it's like, A relief, because we've touched on this a few times, but it is a fear that and an objection that comes up in my mind quite often. You know, we just showed Sunny so much love, great person, like no sales, and then we've got you, like super personable online, like here's my family, look at this funny dog, like so silly. But it's like, what about my personality? Like, okay, kind of a coach. What about, like, I'm a little nerdy too, like data driven. Like, does this work for everybody?
Yes, it absolutely does. So, I mean, do we have time for me to talk about like a couple other people?
I don't see why not. We can always.
Yeah, okay, 2 minutes. So Rhonda Thompson, who just joined our team,
Yep.
shout out to Rhonda, love her. She just came on 3 weeks ago,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
maybe 3 weeks ago. She kind of just got started 2 weeks ago because she's been traveling. She had a wedding to go to and things like that. And on the side, so she's been in real estate for 3 years and has done 3 transactions. On the side, not on the side, I would say that real estate has been her side job. Her main job, she is a brilliant interior designer. Brilliant. She's so good. You know how I see social media? She sees interior design the way that I see social media. To me, it just makes sense. I'm like, well, duh, this is what we do. And to her, it's the same thing with interior design work, right? Mm-hmm. And so she started posting maybe 2 weeks ago. She's talking to 3 people already, 3 people who want to use her and have reached out to her, because I was like, Rhonda, you have like so much to offer people, like especially people who are shopping for homes on a budget. Like, what if you showcased homes and you're like, I'll tell you what you can do to fix up this house with under $500. Like, imagine. Like, that's a gift that not everybody has. No. I absolutely do not have it. You know, I've had Rhonda in my house, like, to see what I need to do with this place. But she's a genius when it comes to that. I'm like, you have so much to offer. Tie the two together. Let them see, hey, we can look at these inexpensive homes because not everybody can afford a $4,000 mortgage payment here in the Springs. And let's couple that with a budget way of fixing it up. 3 people already talking to her. They reached out to her. And then you have Ramon, who is super data driven. So data all day long. But people like that. Yeah. I do not like that. Yeah. I would not reach out to that person. But so many people do. They're driven by data because they want to feel safe in their decisions. Mm-hmm. And to them, data is safety. Yeah. So, like, hello, they reach out to Ramon. Those same people are not going to reach out to me. Yeah. So your nerdy, awkward, like deliver the coaching tips kind of personality. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. People gravitate toward that.
You know, and that's actually really interesting. I just had this insight as you were talking. I was like, my personality, even though Sunny is like a close friend, I would be more likely, if I was only watching through social media, to reach out to somebody like Ramon. So even if your friends aren't reaching out to you, those aren't necessarily your people. Like, they're your friends in a certain way, but not necessarily the people you're there to do business for. Mm-hmm. Like, and to like provide that service for. And I'm like, yeah, because that's so interesting.
Yep. Wow. So we're gonna tie it up there. There is a space for every personality. Just, get out there, find your people. That's why I have you write down a list of who your people are. Because when you are writing these posts, you're talking to that imaginary audience. And that's who you need to write that post for. Okay? So if you guys have questions, drop them below. If you are interested in things that we have to say, come on over to our group, Real Estate for Introverts on Facebook. We would love to have you. We are almost at 5,000 people. This group started last August, and I just freaking love the fact that there are so many of us out there who do want to take over the real estate industry. I know that we can, and this is like my total militant side. Like, let's overthrow the extroverts, step aside. Like, we got this.
We got this.
Right?
Getting it done.
Have a good day.